They just don't know. God of the new world is different than what they used to. Ain't no way they get away with it like Mr. Juice Juice. Top Dots and Not Go Critter like Mr. Oos Poo. They thought it was a Not Go City like Mr. Clues Clues. Boy, they thought they got go pretty. They thought it got giddy. They thought they might really city like Mr. Tight Titty. Thought it was a dot go ritty like Mr. Got Whole Bitty like Miss Tot Go Simpson was doing the gritty. Top Dots and Not Go Snimpson like Mr. Ick Stitty. They thought it was something different like Mr. Jig Jitty. Top Dots and Not Go Clifford like Mr. Pick Pitty. Thought it was a Not Go Whiffer like Mr. It Steady. So it was for real though. Ellie was like a kill stroke. He turned around it sideways and hit him with Mr. Peelbo. He thought it was a nine ways and hit him like Mr. Tilgo. I think about this logic and reason like Mr. Kill. So Top Dot should not go season. I mean for real though. If he got to go Jesus, this Mr. Warfare. If it's a war, it's a fight like Mr. Torcare. Like Mr. Torcare was a knight and Mr. Poor here. Point Dot should not go flare like Mr. Doy there. Top Dot should not go stare like Mr. Yoy stare. If they had a problem for real, I did the problem real. The Gollum Gill and still like Colin still like Miss Oyster. That's the main attraction like Padiasso and Game of Collection. Had the face of all of them. Liquorwood like Miss Jane in action. Had the face of all of them on Clifford like Miss Taylor Taxon. And they got all them gliffering like Miss Gainer Gatson. Top Dots and Not Go Clifford like Miss Painter Patson. Podiasso and Clifford like Miss Janie Naxon. Turn around like I go different like Miss Dick. And if you did it, then you did and you went for it like Miss Jana Naxon. Top Dots and Not Go Clifford. Then they're playing to slap you. Like Yo Asso and Nadio like Miss Jana Naxon. Top Dots and Not Go Clifford like Miss Kainer Clapson. If they hit me up with that gliffering, he got Bainer Babson. Top Dots and Mapso Kogo and Mr. Chandler Tapson. Because they told me I rap about this like ain't it Clapson. And they think about all the violence, but that's the main attraction. Ellie ain't the same one cause science is like Miss Jana Napson. Top Dots and Not Go Crying is like Miss Painter Papson. And that's the reason they made it like Miss Ain't It Absent. Everybody there was from Satan. They do the candy caps of hate and then they baking and faking like Mr. Ain't It Absent. Using all the spray and fragrance like Mr. Fragrance Shakers. Using the aromas of nation like Mr. Dana Daisy. Got the pokey dial on the present dial and the okie dial. They got the pokey dial on my messages trying to know me now. Top Dots and Not Go suffrage like Miss Homie Down. Podos and Not Go Stephanie like Miss Shody Out. Top Dots and Not Go Stephanie like Miss Stock Go and Stephanie. It was a mistake with like Mr. Otsto. Poke Dots and Not Go Estate like Mr. Jaho. They say they out here all the mistake like Mr. Doc Go Jefferson like Top Go Ham like Mr. Pot Go Frozo and Not Go Stem like Mr. Efferson. Jelly on the stock Go Jam like Mr. Tefferson. I'm the only one that I am like Mr. Mefferson. Poke Dots and Not Go Shefferson like Miss Tefferson. And if I got avenged, I don't know it like Mr. Kefferson. Cause if I had again on the court, then I was Everson. I'm the last one kid on the court. If you know Kefferton, I'm the last one kid on that poet like Miss Gun Efferton. I'm the last one kid and they know it like Miss John Defferton. Jot Dots and Not Go. Everybody like Connie Carr. Elias that lame one. Everybody was Sunny Night. Elias the same way. Everybody was Bunny Bye. Everybody that's was a Tater Cot like Miss Sunny High. Elias still the rap king legend like Mr. Dunny Dot. Top Dots and Not Go Checker like Mr. Johnny Hot. Pot Dots and Not Go Shekel like Mr. Unny Hot. That Unny spot was money and everybody was Johnny Got. Dot. With like a punny pot. And I can't stop her. It's nothing like Mr. Bunny Hot. Pole nose and Not Go something like Mr. Johnny Hot. They try to make me blend on a Connie, you see. Like Sopnia, like Potty, see. Antonio Socani, see. Like Miss Opticia. Top Dots and Not Go Creole, so like Miss Joptica. Everybody there was a Prius, though, like Miss Fatista. Top Dots and Not Go Clinical, like Miss Jack Hot. Pete say go Mago and everybody like Not. Tote Goats and Not Go everybody. You got shot for thinking bad about an innocent, like Miss Spot. Top Dots and Not Go and Clinton like Miss Jack Hot. You got hit with hard camera angles like Mr. Pot Hot. Poke those and Not Go Rangers like Mr. Not. You got hindered stuff on the edges like Mr. Dot. Got hindered stuff on that messages like them passages. You heard the light was righteous. You turned around like Miss Tempestus. Top Dots and Not Go Psychosis like Miss Ephesus. Shingles all around you like Pinochle on Miss Texas. Ever ounce you Enocha like Miss Towns you. I wish I never found you a Pedicle like Miss Emphasis. Pot Dots and Not Go Records like Miss Tempestus. I wish I never round your Cativrical like Miss Emphasis. Top Dots and Not Go Clever shit like Miss Jekyll, cause I hate to see you round me like Mezzancy on my breaker bin. Poke Dots and Not Go Clever shit on Miss Jefferson. These are not the ones that were chosen for my embezzlement. Poke Dots and Not Going Clever shit like Miss Tevica. These are not the ones that were stolen from my contemporary. Top Dots and Not Go Clever shit like Miss Tevica. These are not the ones that was hoping on my contractant. These are not the ones that was joking on my collab. They just a joke on my like Pokey and everybody like Kefferson. Ellie still the same one. Rap king like Miss Deficit. They ain't give me chance on that lap king like Miss Severson. I got the rap king and I rap tweet like Miss Tap King. If I had no poison. I rap clean like a dap dean. Top dots and not go poison like Mr. Rap Scene. And it's unrelated to fortune like Mr. Graph Heem. Top dots and not go in caution like Mr. Tap Team. Unrelated torture my motion like Mr. Hap Flea. Everybody there was a caution like Mr. Dap King. I know it's risky and poison, but Mr. App Fleas. Top dots and not going shako like Mr. Japanese. Everybody there like a crosser like Mr. Hap These the ones that want me to get to, so I can rap please at ease like Breeze and Breeze and Tease like everybody with G's these. Cause Ellie the same one like Cleese Keys, but I can't say it cause it's Clean's B like with the police there when it's sped bad, when it's rear and everybody there like C's T. They don't know the difference between them and Mary like P's. Cause I don't know if they care like G's, but if they was there, they would say I was aware, then they'll say that I was spared like a dare on the care like with its ease trees. They had to find a way to make this stuff free for the rap. They hear me rap without a speech and doing the Clico kill. They had to make a way for me to speak like Mr. Jika film. They had to make a way for me to eat like a Dika them. Tight dot Sinago instead of starving like Jika real. If it's up to them, I'll be tight of Martian like Bika Mill. If it's up to them, I'll be tight of Carter like Dika them. I got that old recording post there right there like Miss Jika them. Man, that old recourse, man, Garden to eat it. Old sports like old remorse was answered to everybody with Joe the course. If it was an Adam, then he was there like a pony voice. If it was an Adam, then he was spared like a Joni torch. But it was an Ellie that nobody said like a Pelly Bill. If I mentioned that yesterday, it was a Stelly still. But today is different, it's weird like Mr. Pelly Pill. It seemed like I was different on clear like Mr. Ellis Stare. Punk Dots and now go and steer like Mr. Ellie Pear. Yesterday was always a near like Mr. Jelly Jer. So it had the truth out, Tommy Yasso and youth out. If I had post recordings that early morning, it was shoot out. Top Dots and now go, everybody was you out. Like Blue Route was doing good and everybody was shoot out. Man, they make the Met seeds, Tommy Yasso and next seeds. They mixing stuff together that don't mix like Mr. Trex seed. Top Dots and now go, he mixing me like Miss Jack seed. Ellie ain't the same one that you can call like a Pepsi. Hit him with the target and you can fall like Miss Jepsy. Hit him with the jokey and I can know like Miss Epsy. Many people connect me to people that ain't no crack lead. Man, it's just a way to take down away all my brandy. Top Dots and now go take away from my Andy. Got the Mandy and the Scandy and Candy like Mr. Jancy. Ellie just the one though. Tagiasso and Sundo. If people always see he got accidentally bumped like a John Flow. Like Kiko always still and he accidentally stumped like a Joe Flow. Here Gabriel Sako and Area Soko and Yundo. Parnasiago, one fro was an unslow. Everybody there was a Padiasso and Conclo. If I was a mob, they be Gadiasso and Spirit Tear. They got my Bombo Bamba and Bombiasso and Blair Bear. But I still okay though, Cardiasso and Chair. Ain't blame me all for they go, but everybody was clear. I ain't like to stay though, Pontiasso and Clay go. If people was like that and they was right here, then they was Gay Coat, Pop Bowl, Sinago. Everybody like play boat, Pony and Sinago. I ain't the one chosen for your gay clo. Top Dot Sinago, that's for sure. Like a pain pole, hit him with the got go and hit him clue like a gang clo. Ba. Everybody like chain go. Everyone Sinago and everybody like chain blow. He ain't got no gun on him. Turn around with the gun flow. He turn around like Miko and doing it bad like a John Slono. I'll be a Sinago. He running around like a gun clo. Got another person that's follow him like Miss Unfovo. And they going around like Miss John though. She Miss Unflow. She getting on her phone trying to find something like Bumbo. Top Dot Sinago and mind something like Rondo. They probably think it's something that Ellie did like a John Slow. And the police right there questioning him like Miss Unflow. He almost got hit hard for some gay stuff like Miss John Fo. Pop Dot Sinago Flow like a done slow. Man, they trying to make me and blame me with Mr. Unflow. Man, this stuff that ain't my contingency like Miss Done Doe. But they trying to say it's my renaissance like Miss Fun Bo. In a natural way and predicaments like Miss Done So. Straight from heaven down to the Kiveribids like Miss Unflow. That's the reason God was on the ground so he don't fight the man. He seen the girl, he said I can't have sex with my wife again. Top Dot Sinago. That's why he said in the Adam he was guarding, in the pattern and the sequel he was 9 for 10. Oh.